Crocheting 101, How to Crochet for Complete Beginners. Brought to you by Club Crochet and produced by Louie's Loops. That's me. How to crochet a granny square. Gonna be honest, not a big fan of the name. Not all of us hookers are grannies. But granny squares are kind of fun to make, and a great way to practice your double crochet stitches and learn a new form of working in the round called joining in the round. Granny squares are usually used for blankets, either by sewing them together or by making one giant granny square. The materials that you'll need for this project are some worsted weight yarn, a size G 4mm crochet hook, some scissors, and a needle. And for this project, all you'll need to know is the chain stitch, the double crochet, and the slip stitch, which I'll be explaining when we get there. We're going to start by chaining 4 and working into the 4th chain from the hook. In this chain, we'll double crochet 2, and chain 1. For this technique, the 3 chains that you made before starting the round count as a double crochet. The 2 double crochets you made after, in the chain 1, count as what we're going to call a cluster, or double crochet 3, chain 1, all together. Make a second cluster, double crochet 3 and chain 1, in the hole. Now make a third cluster, double crochet 3 and chain 1, into the hole. And finally a 4th cluster, double crochet 3 and chain 1, into the hole. To finish the round, slip stitch into the top chain from the first stitch in the first cluster that you made to join the round. If you didn't know, a slip stitch is simply going into the next stitch, yarning over, and pulling through all the loops on the hook. This is why it's called joining in the round. We'll talk more about slip stitches and joining in the round in Chapter 10 though. You can go ahead and cut the tail end now. By the way, you don't have to turn at all for this pattern. Okay, for round 2, we'll chain 3, which will count as a double crochet, and working into the chain 1 space from the previous round, double crochet 2 and chain 1 to make our first cluster. Now skip the cluster below and crochet 2 clusters into the next chained 1 spot to make a corner. Continue around, making 2 clusters in each corner. When you get to the last corner, work a cluster into the space and join with a slip stitch into the top chain that you made in the beginning of the round. Start round 3 like you did for round 2. Chain 3, which will count as a double crochet, and continue into the chain 1 space from the previous round. Double crochet 2 and chain 1 to make our first cluster. Make a cluster in each empty chain 1 space below, and 2 clusters in each corner, all the way around. Join round 3 the same way that you did for round 2, by slip stitching into the top chain. You can continue this pattern over and over again to make it as big as you'd like. When you get to a size that you like, cut and pull through after the join, and hide the yarn using the hidden end like we did for the coaster. See Chapter 10 for full instructions. And that's all there is to granny squares. Crocheting 101's home, clubcrochet.com, was created by my awesome friends over at Market House. Not only did they build out the amazing membership and online courses website, but they mentored and advised me along the way, and I so much appreciate them for that. Grow your brand and build your business with Market House, specializing in web design and digital marketing. Check them out at mkt.house. Thank you so much for watching. Crocheting 101 was independently created by me, Louie, with the support from my more than awesome Kickstarters that you can see on the screen now. This project took a really long time to complete, so if you liked it, please let me know by liking the video down below and subscribing and following Louie's Loops on any social media. Alright, when you're ready to move on, check out the next chapter down below or on the screen now. Pasta la pizza and happy hooking!